welcome back to Reclaiming Your Masculinity. My name is Ray, and let's go with the update, let's say part 2 of I found out my fiancé cheated during her bachelorette party, planning on leaving. So he started off with, I'll be posting the update here since I am still receiving PMs to update what happened. I am not allowed to post in relationships. Mods told me that I'm not allowed to post an update thread there. So I got the advice from someone to post update here instead. This is the post I posted about 2 hours ago on relationship. Will try my best to update it as time goes. Here is my previous post for the people who did not read it. Well, that's a previous video I've made. So, he starts off with, I will try to be as detailed as possible. I've had quite a few PMs regarding what happened, and I got such a big amount of responses, both positive and negative, which I never imagined would have happened. Now I wonder what kind of negative response there would be. I'll be honest, I cannot think of any negative response. Maybe if there is a negative response regarding to, well, this is all your fault, the gaslighting, as you know, then I would like to know who, what, and where. So what I'm going to do is check out the comments right after the last part. So that will be in the next video. So the next video, after I'm done with that, then I will check out the negative comments to see what kind of responses he got. So, then I want to let you all know that the support I've received has been incredible, both in private messages and on the post itself. Oh, I see, I cannot see it because he got a few PMs. Yeah, I see now. Sorry, I didn't read that well. But private messages, so I won't be able to see the positive and the negative private message because it's a private message. So yeah, there won't be a video after the next part, the last update, which will be the next video. So only the next video, which will be the final part, and that's it. So he then goes with, which has helped me in taking my decision. I am also sorry for not being able to respond to all the private messages. There's just too many to respond to, but I would like to throw out much love for all of you who took the time. I would also like to give a big thanks on my post to everyone who replied. I tried to respond, but I noticed the thread was closed. I still don't know why the mods closed it. But I still want to give a big thanks to the people who took the time to give me advice. Much love to you all. I basically left in the morning to take a smoke. My head was still messed up, but reading all the comments on Reddit helped me. I can't remember who, but there was one guy who said the positive things about all of this that I found out before I got married with no children or attachments. I still don't think she cheated other than this night. Nothing I found indicate anything else. I guess she wanted this to be her last night before settling down or something. I honestly don't know and don't care. So what this means is that somebody told him, at least you found out before you're married, and because you have no children and not attached, this is the best thing that can happen to you. And I wholeheartedly agree. Because if you're married, and since he's from Europe, this divorce will be a lot easier. And he will not be screwed over. However, the stress and the drama that comes along with it will be very, very hard. And if you have children, the stress and drama is even worse. So he doesn't have to share anything, or he doesn't have to do anything other than leaving, which he is actually in the best position. So, when I was outside taking a smoke about 15-20 minutes or something after I left Reddit, she had woken up. She noticed the drinks out and asked me what I've been up to. Basically, came to me give me a kiss and a hug. I followed through with it, but honestly felt empty doing it. I didn't want to give her any hint of what I knew. She asked she asked me why I had been drinking and why I didn't come to sleep last night, and I told her I was just having some nightmares, but everything was fine. I felt detached, like I was watching myself in third person through a TV or something. That's how much stress people can. That's how much stress can do to people. I basically no. She asked me if any stress was related to the marriage and the plans. I told her something along the lines of, "You know I love you. There is no stress I have for the marriage. How can you be stressed for the best thing in your life?" She got herself done, left for work. Like, wow. How can you be so cold-hearted knowing that you've cheated and still just think everything is okay and ask these stupid questions? I'll be ashamed of myself. But yeah, nevertheless, I basically started packing my most important things. My desktop, my computer, most clothes, some other things. I plan on leaving things like furniture, TV and other things I really don't care about more than getting the hell out. I took the stuff most important to me so I don't have to return here again. I don't care if she gets the rest. All in all, my stuff added up to about 3 or 4 suitcases, I would say. Desktop not included in this. I called and cancelled the venue we were supposed to be having the wedding at. Apparently, they take 15% of the money for cancelling so early on because we were having such a big event. I told them it's fine, I really don't care about this at this point. I also have saved screenshots of everything and have taken them with me. Absolutely good that you've done that. Both the cancelling the wedding at the venue as well as a screenshot, because you need to have absolute proof the moment you're going to point your finger. That's a must. Let me see. Around 1 p.m. I called a taxi, went to stay at a hotel around 100 kilometers far from my city. I didn't leave any note or pictures at home. I just left. I'm planning on leaving to stay with a really close friend who lives in a town about 300 kilometers away. But I just need the time alone in a hotel for some time to think everything through and process what happened. Around 3:30 p.m. my phone starts getting spammed with the calls from my ex-fiancé. Around 3:50 I start getting calls and messages from her sister, her friends, her parents, my parents, and a few of our mutual friends. The only person I called back was my dad and mom. I have a huge trust for my parents. I basically spilled the beans and told them a nice story about what happened. I asked my dad not to say anything, also asked my mother not to say anything. I told them it's ended, that I won't be getting married anymore. I also told them not to tell anything to anyone about what I told them. I trust them a lot, so I'm sure they won't say anything. I didn't tell them exactly what happened, just that I found out she wasn't being loyal to me. I didn't give details. I didn't think giving details would help in any way. Well, at least you said it in a nice way. I would have been really blunt myself, but nevertheless. Around 5 p.m. my dad calls me back and is telling me my ex-fiancé is completely hysterical and has basically broken down completely, not understanding what is going on. Wow. You don't understand what is going on. You just cheated the night before on your bachelorette party. And immediately, the gaslighting starts right away. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why. Yeah, wow. Anyway, I told my dad not to intervene and that I need some time alone. I basically shut my phone down and have been staying silent ever since. like a ghost. Been sleeping for a while, went to the pool here at the hotel, and have just been taking it easy. Well, that's good. That's how you process things. You did actually a good job by not going full emotional. Like you had control over your emotions despite being very, very hurt. And I would completely understand if you went apeshit. But in this case, you have done the most unthinkable and the most wise ever. Like ghost her and that's it. So, I don't know if I should respond to them now or wait some more. Her sister knew about what happened at the bachelorette party. I have text to prove it. She even laughed about it and told her not to feel guilty because it's her bachelorette. And that women should go all in on this night. This already indicates that her sister is a dirty cheater. Imagine it if you already approve this behavior and prove it for your sister. Beside all of this, that she's going to cheat on her relationship, engagement, or marriage regardless. Because hey, she should go all in. Hey, it's her bachelorette. Hey, just let someone dip his stick inside of you. Do some jiggy jig. Because hey, it's your bachelorette. But if the man does it, oh no, then he is a dirty bastard, etc, 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 etc. Just think about this. If a man was just justifying this, she literally justified cheating by telling it's a bachelorette. No empathy. I don't care about his feelings. Come on, it's all about you. Wow. And even laughed about it. That's even worse. That means you're evil. Laughing about this? I bet you 100% she will have a cheater as a husband or partner. And then let's see who's going to be laughing at the end of the story. So he continues with, I am seriously considering replying to the sister with just an image of the conversation where she is telling her this. Absolutely good. This way you're showing, hey, I know what kind of dirty person you are. And I know exactly what kind of family you have. It's good. It's all good. Anyways, once again, thank you to everyone who replied. I will update this post 1 or 2 more times. And then perhaps go silent for a while. I know you are only allowed to do 1 update on relationship sections. I hope this post won't get closed. I still don't know why the last one did. Time here is 10 p.m. soon. So. Sorry about that. So what happened is I was drinking a little bit and it went directly in my throat. So that was a horrible thing. And this time it wasn't carbonated water. Anyways, so he said, like I said, 10 p.m. soon. Then you see the TLDR. I'm not 100% sure what to say or to do at this point. Now, edit 1. Since I still get messages asking what happened, I will leave this edit here. Yes, I did send the picture with proof, the screenshot. I don't know why we perhaps forgot it. Anyways, I will just edit. Yes, I did send a screenshot with proof to her sister. The part where the sister is talking about it and laughing about it, of course, to her sister. Like 2 sisters cheating. 2 cheating sisters. Like, that's all you can say about this. I have since not received any call or message from the sister. Well, of course you wouldn't get. I mean, she's baffled. How did you know? How did you find out? You must know now that I'm such an evil person that I prove and enable and justify this behavior. My phone is still blowing up with calls and messages from my ex-fiancé. Haven't read them though. Yet, thinking of answering or something, but I don't know what to say or do. Might make another post later today so I can update you with what happened. Edit number 2. Thanks once more for all the support. I haven't updated. A lot of things have happened and I'm too exhausted to write it all out today. I will head to sleep and try to update tomorrow morning with a new post. Once again, thanks for all the support and all comments and feedback. I never believed I could have a community help me in such a big way. I might go for a vacation or something, don't know yet. I will just shortly explain what I really feel like, really feel like Neo in the Matrix dodging bullets in slow-mo. That is absolutely correct. Because now you're not married, you don't have kids, or anything else for that matter. You just not only dodged a bullet, but now you also have something that you've learned. That you really need to get to know people a lot better. Don't let someone's sweetness or sweet behavior fool you. Take time. Some people take really years and years to get to know someone real well before they take the decision to propose. Some people do it really fast, like after a day or two. You don't know who she is. You don't know what she does. You don't know her background or her background story. You don't know how she is with her parents. You don't know what she has done in her relationships, so on and so forth. That's why things like this can happen. And they basically happen more often. Especially nowadays. Especially now, since in different countries, women can cheat and can get away with it. And get rewarded for it. Now, since he's in Europe, he doesn't have that problem. So, however, instead of dodging bullets, I have dodged an S-wife. Unwanted children with his wife, endless fights, and ton of depression. Absolutely. Which means that will make you not only feel a lot better, but also make you think twice before the next step. Before you enter a relationship, take your time. Then, before you propose, take your time. You really need to know who you are dealing with, and there are plenty of ways of doing so. You need to draw out your real personality, and actually this bachelorette party was the perfect way. Of course, it's not a most favorable position, but you get my point. I honestly feel a lot better now, knowing my life will get better. Shortly said about her, she has broken down and is begging me to take her back. So is her sister and friends. Why would you, as a sister who justified her cheating, enabled her to cheat, allowed her to cheat, and wanted her to cheat, try to... wow. This is psychopathy. Like, this is... wow. A sociopath is even... never mind. Let me continue. You see, I told you need to get some painkillers or aspirins or whatsoever for a headache. This is a big headache. They also come up with the most retarded excuse of what actually happened. I don't believe them for 2 seconds. Absolutely. You shouldn't. You come up with the most retarded... What I don't understand from these narcissistic females, is if you have been caught, why not just step up and own and take accountability? But you know, since narcissism is being enabled and pushed throughout the world, taking responsibility and accountability is a no-go. Which is why I always say, take your time getting to know people. People must take accountability for their actions, no matter how bad it is. That's the only way you will know that someone is genuine, somebody is real. And that goes for taking responsibility and having self-reflection. If somebody can say, yes, I admit, instead of saying, yes, but you also, while it's not even your fault, without saying all of that, but taking accountability and having self-reflection, that's the importance, because that will show somebody has empathy. Know they screwed up, but will not point the finger. That's the least thing they could do. And much more. We'll let you all know tomorrow. Going to crash now. I'm mentally exhausted. So, here is what I've also noticed. This is the point at which you need to keep your resolution with you. These kind of cheaters get so manipulative, you could easily say that's some CGI stuff from Hollywood, until seeing it with your own eyes. Prepare for waterworks, her dad intervening and seemingly taking sides with you, her mom calling and claiming it was one mistake, threats of sue, and some stuff you've said months ago that ended up with you two fighting. The whole bit. Someone will even use your stubbornness, and try to paint you off as the bad guy, which is what we know, the smear campaign of narcissism. Narcissists always use smear campaigns, shaming, whatnot, just to make sure that the situation is in their favor. They always fail with that, but they still try. And if shaming and that's etc. does not work, then the smear campaign comes just to make you feel like you're the wrong. Smear campaign is basically the gaslighting, but in a different code. Just wait and see. Also, don't forget to remember this comment on the way as you encounter them one by one. I'm gonna remember this one for the next video, because of course, yeah, dad intervening and seemingly taking sides with you. Yeah, basically, some dads really do take sides with the guy. I mean, fair is fair. Men in general do think with logic, and they see if their daughter just cheated and stepped out of line, they will say, you know what, I cannot stand with this. See, a mom claiming that it was one mistake, that's because she does not want to see her daughter not getting married, because she wants to get a grandma or whatsoever. But instead of thinking with logic, they think with feelings. Threats of, suicide, etc. That's basically nothing more than manipulation. Just like the smear campaign. If manipulation doesn't work, shaming doesn't work, and gaslighting doesn't work, then all of a sudden they think about, okay, my last resort, this is my trump card, I'm gonna use the smear campaign because I really need to make you feel bad for dumping me while I stepped out of line, while I'm the one who's responsible for everything and the misery that I've caused. But I don't want to feel responsible, I don't want to take accountability, so I'm going to shift the blame onto you. That's what it actually all goes by. So yeah, someone has been playing relationship 4D chess before. No, it's basically psychology. I mean, if you have been coming across people with NPD, diagnose them or try to, talk and see what goes in their mind or through them or whatsoever, you will then see a person, you will hear stories, you will see things that makes you wonder, how in the world are they not behind bars? Because people like that are criminals in my eyes. That's it. That's the only thing I can say. So that's it for this video. The last part will be will be tomorrow. You will see the last part of this, of the guy talking about I will definitely predict a lot of shaming, gaslighting, etc. But who knows? Who knows? That's something we'll see tomorrow in the next video. So thank you for listening to me, and hope to see you tomorrow in the next video. Have a good day.